Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for this video on different pattern symbols you should know. Now, if you're a beginner sewer and not quite too sure what exactly the symbols are on your pattern pieces, this video is for you. I'm going to go over 5 basic pattern symbols that are going to show up on your pattern pieces. These 5 symbols are also probably the most important that you should know because they are going to help you tremendously while you're cutting and sewing up your garment. Now let's get started. So the 5 basic pattern symbols that you are going to need to know are going to be your grain line, your cuts, your notches, your buttonhole, and your button markings. These 5 symbols are going to help you cut out and also sew up your garment. So the first symbol that we are going to go over is our grain line. The grain line is going to look like a double-ended arrow. The grain line can be placed vertically on your pattern, which is going to be your lengthwise grain, or it can be diagonal, which is going to be your bias, or you can see it horizontally, which is going to be your crosswise grain. Now your grain line is going to show you exactly how you want your pattern pieces to lay on your fabric. You always want your grain line parallel to the selvage. Your fabric selvage is going to look like this. It is the clean edge of your fabric. And then you want your pattern pieces to look like this on your fabric, which is parallel to the selvage. Now the next thing that we are going to go over are your cuts. Your cuts aren't exactly a symbol on your pattern, but it is very important to know. You are most likely going to find your cuts in the middle of your pattern piece. Now when it says cut 1, you're going to only want to cut 1 layer of fabric. When it says cut 2, you're going to want to cut out 2 layers of fabric. Now sometimes your pattern pieces are going to say cut 1 or cut 2 on the fold. What this means is that you want your pattern piece right up against the fold, and you're either going to cut 1 or cut 2 pieces out. Now the next thing we're going to cover is notches. Notches can look a little bit different from brand to brand, but usually they are either a triangle or a tick on the edge of your pattern piece. Notches are there to help you, in the end, sew your garment pieces together properly. When you're cutting out your fabric, what you want to do when you come across this is snip into it a little bit. So then when you're sewing, you can match these little snips together to help your garments be aligned. Now the 2 last things that we are going to cover are the buttonhole and buttonhole markings. This here is a button marking. It's going to show you exactly where to sew your button. And this here is a buttonhole marking. It is going to show you exactly where to place your buttonhole. And that's it. Now you know the 5 basic symbols that are going to show up on your pattern pieces. If there is anything that I missed or that you would like to know, please comment below. I hope this video helped you prepare for your sewing project. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you want to see more how to sew videos or would just like to sew a project once a month. See you all soon and have a great day.